Mithra Ielts. So in today's video, we're going to look at multiple choice questions. Okay, so multiple choice questions is another set of question or another question type which we find difficult again, most of the students. So that's again because of the few, strategies that you fail to follow. So let's look into what they are. Before that, we do videos like this, that make IELTS simple for you. So if you're interested in watching such videos, do subscribe to our channel. So coming back, now for multiple choice, we have two types of, questions really. So in one, there will be options that are shorter, mostly belonging to the first or second, sections in or parts in IELTS, okay. Now there are other questions where you have longer options which usually belongs to third or fourth parts in IELTS, okay. Now these ones are usually easy. The ones with one word options are mostly easy, but those that have longer options are particularly difficult. So let's look at how we could tackle these ones, okay. Now moving on to strategies, the first thing that we have to look at is how we can do speed reading in order to tackle this particular type of multiple choice. Now what you have to do for that is, like, in school we've been taught letters first, and then we were taught words, and then we were taught sentences, and then we were taught how to read them, but then we're not taught about speed reading, okay. So let's see what speed reading is. Basically what speed reading is about, see, if you're given a sentence and you read the first two letters initially, and then the two letters, and then the two letters, that's going to be a normal reading. But if you focus on more letters at one point, okay, that is going to be speed reading, okay. Like, say you have a sentence and you look at the first five words. All of a sudden, what are you doing there? You're actually speeding up whatever reading that you usually do, okay. So that is what speed reading is about. Now if you have to do speed reading, you'll have to do one thing along, which is to not mutter or to not read aloud. If you read aloud, scientifically what we say is, when you have to read aloud, your brain have to concentrate on the reading part of it, okay, the sound that you make, and also on the vision part of it, okay, which technically makes the brain do it slow, okay, or slow down the process. All right, now for that you will have to read in silence, just do silent reading, so that you could do the speed reading better. Speed reading is done through vision. You focus on more letters at the same time in order to speed read. When you don't read aloud, this will help you speed read better, okay. So that's the second thing that you have to do. Thirdly, consider this sectional differences, okay. Here, say we have very short options, so we don't really have to analyze this particular type a lot, okay. You will just have one question and three options. That's easy for you to remember. When the audio is played, you could simply tick on one, okay. But when it comes to long sentences as options, you will have to give more time to analyze these questions. So in section 3 or 4, if you see this particular question, make sure that even before the audio starts, you go read these options along with the question, and you analyze them properly. That is something you should be doing no matter what, because if you don't really analyze these questions before the audio, you might find it difficult to find out one particular answer from the three long options, okay. Now we'll see how we can analyze it anyway. Now come to next. The first thing that you have to do as part of analyzing is to make the options shorter, okay. Now what is the difference that these two have? That these have shorter options and these have longer options. That's exactly what makes the first type of multiple choice easy, right? So what we can do here is make the options shorter. Choose the keywords, okay. Choose what are the keywords in these particular sentences and make a short note of what each option is, okay. And when the audio is being played, what you have to do is quickly listen to which all options that you will have a short option made, right? So you have this long sentence and you will particularly select one or two words from that, and you will make that as a short option, right? Now, when the audio is played, concentrate on the short options that you have made, okay? And see if any of them are being mentioned in the audio. If they are being mentioned, come back to the longer sentence, okay? And read the whole sentence and see if that sentence is exactly being said, okay? This is important because, like we have said, first of all, we can't assume what the option is, okay? Now let's like cut this option down because we have already read that before, okay? We've already gone through that. Now we can't assume that there's a particular answer to be right. Even when we analyze, we can't be like this particular option is right by the knowledge we have apart from whatever we hear in the audio, okay? So even if this is like something that is out in the universe and you already know about it, the whatever is mentioned in the audio may not be what you think, okay? So don't assume a particular answer to be the correct answer before you listen to the audio. What you have to do is just make all of them short and listen to the audio and make sure that each option that is mentioned in the audio is completely mentioned, because we've already done multiple choice in many in maybe in our school or maybe in many other exams that we've done. In every multiple choice that we have done, otherwise there's only one option to be correct, okay? In multiple choice there's one option that's supposed to be correct, but in listening, in IELTS listening, this is how it is. Like, you will have three options. Option A can be right, option B can also be right, option C can also be right, but there will be this one most correct option, okay? The one that is most correct or most right, okay, in that sense. So say all of these are mentioned in the audio. All the three options A, B and C are mentioned in the audio, but there is this one audio that is mentioned exactly what it means here in the audio, okay? That becomes the answer, okay? The others can be correct, but they are not entirely correct, okay? There will be this one option that's entirely correct, okay? Now that's for the most correct option. Now next is there will be distractions. Say we sort of feel like option A is going to be correct, where the audio says however it should also be considered that, and then it might be talking about the option number C, okay? So when there's a question, listen to whatever is detailed about the whole question until it ends, okay? Only after that should you fix one particular answer, because there will be distractors, okay? Also, once you do multiple choice, there will be one or two answers that goes wrong for you, right? Now what you have to do is make sure that you go review those questions and see what the right answer is, and analyze in such a way that you will understand why certain answer went wrong, certain answer you chose was actually wrong, okay? By understanding that, the next time when you do multiple choice you might not make that mistake, okay? So that is all about multiple choice. I hope this was a helpful session for you. So if you're really interested into IELTS, and if you're actually planning to crack IELTS, and if that is why you're watching this video, make sure that you join our course. We have 3 courses that we provide. We provide a mock test course which is for 2 weeks. You can also keep it for a week. It is completely customizable. You could go for a crash course which we provide for a month. You could also go for a 2-month complete proper course that we do for IELTS. So if you're interested, you could just see a link in the description. If you click on that particular link, you will be taken to the counsellor, and the counsellor will give you all the details regarding the courses. If you find that these courses are going to help you, then you can join our family. So that's all for today's video. Until I come up with another informative session, this is Akshay Abraham signing off from English Mithra. Thank you.